Get ready for the action because Watford legends are celebrating a massive success. We're talking about the Mental Health World Cup at Vicarage Road, where over £90,000 were raised for a vital cause. Former players like Charlie Daniels, Adi Mariappa, and Lloyd Doyley shared their excitement about the turnout and the positive impact this event is having on the community. Find out how this incredible fundraising effort is shaping the future of mental health awareness.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
Next up, we turn our attention to the international stage as Tottenham Hotspur prepares for the World Cup. Captain Cristian Romero has been named in Argentina's preliminary squad, bringing a much-needed defensive presence to the team. But Romero is dealing with a serious left knee injury, and we have the details on his race against time to get fit for the biggest tournament on the planet. We break down who else is in Argentina's squad and what this means for the upcoming competition. The Premier League is sparking major debate as we look ahead to the World Cup. FIFA experts are warning about the growing trend of grappling and crowding around goalkeepers at set pieces, and they say referees will handle it in a very good way. We dive into the controversial West Ham versus Arsenal match, the massive VAR review, and what this means for how the tournament will be played. And finally, FIFA's technical study group has weighed in on the set-piece boom and what it means for the World Cup. Experts suggest that dead ball dominance might not define this year's tournament due to limited preparation time, and we explore the evolving tactics of teams like Arsenal. Don't miss out on this deep dive into the biggest stories shaping the game. Subscribe now and hit that notification bell so you never miss a single update. Watford legends expressed strong support for the recent Mental Health World Cup, which successfully raised over £90,000 at Vicarage Road. The event, organized by WD18 co-hosts Charlie Zazzara and Sam Ucko, alongside founder Giancarlo Gagliani, proved to be a significant success, with fundraising figures expected to increase further this week. The day featured a 5-a-side tournament involving 40 teams, with several former Watford players participating on the pitch. Senegal, featuring current club staff including Charlie Daniels, Adi Mariappa, and Lloyd Doyley, were the defending champions from 2025 and reached the final before being defeated by Norway's Commerton. Mariappa and Doyley both praised the event, noting the positive atmosphere and the importance of raising awareness for mental health, particularly among men. Doyley emphasized the club's focus on mental health and called the event great. Former players Craig Cathcart and Tommy Hoban returned to Vicarage Road for the first time since 2019 and 2023, attracting attention. Cathcart noted the scale of the event was larger than anticipated, praising it for its worthy cause. Hoban echoed this sentiment, highlighting the amazing cause and the opportunity to reconnect with fellow players. Nigel Gibbs, a Watford all-time appearance holder, attended, stating that the growth of the event was positive, underscoring the importance of charity support while appreciating the opportunity to play and connect with supporters. Tommy Smith, a former forward, highlighted the crucial awareness generated for men's mental health and credited the brilliant people driving the initiative. He reflected on the nostalgic feeling of being back at Watford, emphasizing the strong connections forged during his career. Tottenham defender Cristian Romero has unexpectedly been named in Argentina's preliminary squad for the upcoming World Cup, offering a new hope for the English side. Romero was included in the 55 name list submitted by Argentina's head coach, Lionel Scaloni, before FIFA's provisional squad deadline on Monday. The injury setback for the Spurs star was significant. Romero is currently sidelined with a high-grade partial tear of his medial cruciate ligament, MCL, following an accidental collision with teammate Antonin Kinski during a Premier League match against Sunderland on April 12. The injury, sustained during Roberto De Zerbi's first match in charge, has left him facing an estimated 8-week absence, ruling him out for the remainder of the season as Tottenham fight relegation. Despite the injury, Romero's inclusion in the provisional squad, which includes Argentina's captain Lionel Messi, signals his importance to the national team's plans. The preliminary squad features a strong contingent from the Premier League, including Romero alongside Aston Villa players Emiliano Martinez and Emiliano Buendia, Crystal Palace goalkeeper Walter Benitez, Manchester United defender Lisandro Martinez, Bournemouth's Marcos Senesi, Chelsea pair Enzo Fernandez and Alejandro Garnacho, Liverpool midfielder Alexis Mac Allister, and Nicholas Domings of Nottingham Forest. Other notable names in the preliminary squad include Benfica winger Gianluca Prestiani, who faces a unique situation due to an extended worldwide ban from FIFA for verbal abuse during a Champions League match. Argentina, who have secured back-to-back Copa America titles and won their third World Cup in Qatar in 2022, are set to begin their campaign in North America. They finished top of South American qualifying and will start their defense in Group J against Algeria on June 18 in Kansas City, Texas, following warm-up friendlies against Honduras and Iceland. FIFA experts have signaled that referees at the upcoming World Cup will manage the growing issue of physical grappling and crowding around goalkeepers at set pieces, citing a trend observed in the Premier League. This concern was sharply highlighted by a controversial stoppage time decision in a recent West Ham versus Arsenal match, which drew extensive video review. The review determined that Arsenal goalkeeper David Raya was impeded by West Ham player Pablo's arm during a chaotic corner kick scenario involving mutual grabbing and pulling. Pascal Zuberbuehler, a former Switzerland goalkeeper and coordinator for FIFA's technical study group, acknowledged the trend of grappling at corners and expressed confidence in the World Cup officiating, stating, "I'm very sure we at FIFA have the best referees anyway, and we will deal with this in a very good way." He noted the difficulty referees face in discerning fouls amidst such close proximity. The incident has sparked debate about the consistency of officiating in the Premier League, where similar levels of physical contact have previously gone unpunished. Arsenal, under manager Mikel Arteta, has been noted for utilizing designated set-piece specialists to create chaotic situations, with former player Gilberto Silva calling dominating set plays a very strong weapon for his former team. For West Ham, the controversial call had significant repercussions, propelling Arsenal closer to the title while jeopardizing their position in the league. With 2 games remaining, West Ham finds itself in third-to-last place, facing potential relegation. The club is reportedly planning to contact the referee's body to express dissatisfaction and seek clarification, with manager Nuno Espirito Santo commenting that referees are experiencing confusion regarding what constitutes a foul, pointing to a pervasive lack of consistency across all set pieces. Conversely, Arsenal praised the on-field officials, including referee Chris Kavanagh and VAR official Darren England, for demonstrating the clarity needed to make critical decisions under intense pressure. Former assistant referee Darren can also defended the call as the biggest VAR call in Premier League history. The Premier League will be sending numerous players and officials to the World Cup, necessitating adaptation to different officiating thresholds. While FIFA is confident in the World Cup referees, Silva cautioned that the tournament environment might differ, suggesting that while set pieces can be a weapon, they should not be the primary strategy. FIFA's technical study group has indicated that set-piece dominance is unlikely to be the defining feature of the upcoming World Cup, citing limited preparation time for international teams. Speaking at a FIFA media roundtable ahead of the expanded 48-team tournament in the United States, Canada, and Mexico, members discussed emerging trends, including the specialization seen in club football, such as Arsenal's approach to set pieces. Arsenal, recognized as set-piece kings, recently set a record for the most goals scored from corners in a single Premier League season. Gilberto Silva, a former Arsenal midfielder and 2002 World Cup winner, commented on the shift in tactics. He noted that while corner kicks and long balls were less prevalent in recent years compared to his playing days, modern football has evolved, with teams increasingly building attacks from the goalkeeper. Silva expressed skepticism about set pieces dominating the World Cup, stating, I'm not so sure the World Cup will be the same, because you don't have much time to prepare a team for these tournaments. Of course, it can be a weapon and teams will use it, but not as the main one. I expect tight games, with a lot of practical aspects and teams looking to exploit transitions to break through. Further insights were shared regarding environmental factors. Tom Gardner, lead of Football Performance Insights, referenced the intensity seen during the previous Club World Cup in the U.S., noting a similar level of intensity compared to the 2022 World Cup. However, he cautioned that physical output might differ, suggesting that heat could be a factor in how teams manage the matches, but not necessarily mirroring previous physical standards. The technical study group, which will analyze all World Cup matches, comprises figures such as Gilberto Silva, Eugen Klinsmann, and Pablo Zabaleta, supported by data specialists, and is guided by FIFA Chief of Global Football Development Arsene Wenger.